Hello, thank you for coming in today
Sure.
about your job application. I'm Bradley Sherry, I'm a manager here.
Nice to
Just have
meet
a
you.
couple questions for you.
Yes, sir.
First off, how'd you find out about this job?
Yeah, so I was looking on Handshake recently, a few weeks ago, and I saw the job, and I was looking at the job description, and it looked like stuff that I was familiar with, I had an interest in, and would like to further a career into.
Okay. Why are you interested in this job?
Yeah, so I am a finance major myself. I got my degree from LSU, so I saw finance and I wanted to dive into that. I looked at the job description. I feel like I could be a key part to the team, and I want to show you my skills, whether it's today or eventually in the next few weeks.
Okay. It says here on your application you have previous job experience. Do you want to describe that a little
Yes,
bit for
sir.
me?
So I worked at Apple as a product zone specialist, but on top of that, I tried diving in with the business team as much as I can, just to get an insight of how things go on that business side and that aspect. So I tried to dive in as much as I could with them, so I could get a little taste of what's going on.
Okay. And what is your ideal situation in a couple years?
Yeah, so I want to find a job and I want to stick through it. So I want to be here long term, whether it's this job or any job that I'm getting into.
That's nice. If you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be?
Mm, I would say leadership, hardworking, and dedication. Because I feel like I bring all three of those things to a team, and I want to be able to do that here.
Okay. And how did you stand out as your previous job?
Yeah, so at my old job, I was always seen as the one who would go above and beyond for everything, whether it was restocking or putting a customer first, helping out another team member, whatever I could do to show that I want to be here, not only in front of the bosses, but in front of my peers. I was always the one that was trying my best and working the hardest, and I made sure to make that statement in my old job.
Okay. Tell me about a time you were a problem solver.
Yes, so I was a product zone specialist on my old job, and the other side of our job is the technical side. So I wasn't a technical specialist or anything, but I tried my best when people came in and they didn't have an appointment or didn't have 3 hours to wait for an appointment. I always tried my best to figure out the issue, the technical issue that was going on, and in hopes that I would be able to fix this for this person so that they wouldn't have to wait that long or have to schedule an appointment a few days out or anything. So there's been many times where I was able to put my skills together and figure out a technical issue that my side is not really what we do, but we can always try, and that's what I did.
Okay. Give me an example when you went out of the job description.
Yeah, so going off of that tech side thing, I'm not a technical specialist, so that's not really in my description of what I was supposed to do. But anytime I had the chance, I would try to help people in any way I could, whether that be their camera's not working on their phone, anything technical going on, I would try my best to get that figured out. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. On top of, I like trying to work in the back and do extra restocking, things like that, and trying to dive into the business team whenever I was able to.
Okay. What is a flaw that you worked on and how?
A flaw that I've been working on is trying too hard or getting too deep into something that I may not have the experience with or the right answers. So, like technical issues, I'm not the guy that you're supposed to go to for technical issues, but I wanted to help my customers to the best of my ability. Whether that meant I was trying to fix that issue so they didn't have to wait however many hours for an appointment. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, but I was always trying to go out of my way to make sure this person's getting the best experience, because the best experience for them could be they not having to wait 3 hours because they also have a life.
That's a great quality. Give me an example where you failed and how'd you overcome that?
Yeah, so in my own product zone side, there's many times I failed, especially when I was trying to learn everything the first month of my job, and I didn't let that stop me. When I failed, we had our device that we used to sell the products, do a bunch of stuff, etc. And I noticed I was struggling with some things, and I went out of my way to find a peer, and I was like, hey, can you help me? I'm struggling with this thing. Do you think you could help me? And they took the time to explain it to me. They explained what I was doing wrong and how to fix that, and I took that and I grew from that.
Okay. Well, that's about all we have for today. Thank you very much for coming in. I'll reach out to you via email in a couple weeks.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.